Well, and if I could comment on that as well, I think some of the things. So first, I just want to say that one of the things I appreciate about what you've done with your website is that you actually do link to all those studies, which is really helpful. And so if anybody's interested, I would recommend that they take a look at those studies to see exactly what you're talking about. The other thing that I would say is, I think there's kind of a natural, like what I'll say sometimes to my team here, and we do healthcare consulting. We're in the technology space, but I'll say to new people, like one of the things you need to be aware of is that medicine is very conservative, and I think it has a lot with, first do no harm. So if we know something works, we don't want to replace it too quickly with something else that might work better until we're more confident. And I think that is part of what you have to fight against when you're innovating in healthcare. And so I offer that just because I agree with you. I don't think it's, I'm certain there are individuals who drive, who thrive on that sometimes, but it's not generally individuals. It's more of a cultural reality in medicine. And one of the things that I think is interesting is you're on the side of it now where outcomes are not that outcomes are never important. They're always important in healthcare, but you're on the side of it where outcomes are immediately evident. Like immediately we can see, are we saving this patient or not? And you were with emergency medicine, but once you move to EMS, like you've got to just stabilize and get them into the hospital as quickly as possible. And I think that brings to the fore more of a willingness, and tell me if I'm wrong, but culturally more of a willingness to innovate and to take some risks because you're already at a point where you're pushed to the boundaries, to the edges of what's happening in medicine. And so innovation, if it can save even 10 lives over the ones that, over the baseline, then it's worth considering, right?